Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Monday, June 9th, right? June 9th, JB? So the day's kind of cut off short. So it's been a busy day already this Monday. So in order of events. So this morning I got a call from an inspector saying, hey, you have a property in Tampa at such and such address. I need to schedule an inspection. And I was a little curious. I'm like, oh, well, why is an inspection? He said, oh, well, such and such agent has set up an inspection. I said, okay, that's fine. What time? Wednesday at such and such. I said, great. And I said, I haven't received an offer, but I'm assuming that there's an offer coming. And the inspector said, yes, they just wanted to get on the roll. I said, cool. I don't know what the purchase price or the offer price is going to be, or if we're going to negotiate up and down, etc. But that's a good way to wake up. That was around, like, I think 9 o'clock after I dropped JB off at camp. So I called the agent. The agent said, hey, yes, Christian, sorry I didn't get to you. I called the inspector first. And this guy has been a nice guy. I spoke to him on Sunday. We had a conversation about the property. He went to visit, spoke about some of the things afterwards. He wanted to know the age of the roof, the HVAC. He was asking really good questions that let me know that his client's interested. Then, so he said, yes, around 1 o'clock or so, I should be sending you the offer. I'm like, great. I'll check my emails. Then as soon as that call was over, I shot over to the duplex because we have our second showing in 2 days. And this couple really, really liked the house. In fact, they brought their kids with them. So it was the agent and 4 other people. And typically when people come to visit those units, on max, they spend 15, 20 minutes. The most has been like 25. They were there for an hour and 15 minutes. They spent 20 to 25 minutes in, maybe 30 minutes in the main unit, and then the bulk, 45 minutes on the smaller of the 2 units, because I think they're really considering the numbers. They like the property, they like the location, they like the fact that it's rented, but I think they're looking to own or occupy. So they asked specifically when all the leases are up, and since one of the leases is up this month, at the end of this month, in the best case scenario, if they were to close like this month, there's still not enough time for the tenant to figure something out. But I said, well, the tenants are open to like 60 or 90 days to reassess if you can either buy them on the lease, give them some means of moving on, and they were happy to hear that, because that's what the tenant had told me specifically, because the tenant asked me to help them find a home. So I've already connected that tenant with a lender, which is kind of interesting. So and also the other tenant, the other unit, is also interested in buying a home. So God willing, I'll get 3 transactions out of this over the next year or so. That introduction with that tenant and my lender occurred on Sunday. I set up a group chat on Saturday. Everyone started speaking to each other after my introductions on Sunday, and that tenant has a conversation planned with my lender today. So that's separate. So the showing went really, really well. I've never had a showing at that property that lasted that long. So that's good. Picked up my son. We're headed off to an open house for another agent, but it seems that the other agent forgot to put the open house in the MLS. So I've earned a quick vacation and vacay. So I don't have that 2-hour open house to do. So now JB and I and Dallas and Phoenix are headed home. Well, realistically, we're probably headed to the dog park, and then we're gonna head home. And JB does not want to go to the beach. He just wants to watch TV, right? Okay, so you're gonna watch TV. I'm going to call some other agents, because there are some open houses in Treasure Island, in St. Pete Beach, and in Tierra Verde today. There's actually one in each of those towns, because it's Monday. Most agents don't do open houses. And I want to film some more content. So while JB's at home and the dogs are home, I'm going to actually see if I can get into the other properties and do some walkthroughs, to market myself to potential buyers out there that want to move to the area. So I'm going to use these next 2 hours free to do something like productive, content-wise, batch some videos. I'm dressed too nice to not. I actually like the way I dress today. My wife bought me this shirt. I don't want to wear it. In fact, she bought me everything, actually. She bought me shoes, and these shorts, and this shirt. So yeah, I'm going to make use of this outfit today. All right, so JB's going to go home. The dogs are going to go home. and I'm going to head onto the computer to see if I can find some properties worth showcasing. There is a new listing in Treasure Island. It's a new construction that is on the market for $4.5 million. I don't have any buyers at that price point as of now, so it'll be a good way of just seeing if the agents wants to play ball that's be marketed. So you okay?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be nice to just showcase a property, and plus also work on my my editing skills and my skills with the gimbal. I finally got the gimbal to work with my phone. I have a DJI Osmo, and they're better suited for iPhones than Androids. They don't seem to want to work at all with my Galaxy, but they're working fine with my Pixel. So I'm going to practice with that on this property if I get a chance today. Otherwise, I'll set up a time for the weekend to do it. And afterwards, just enjoy a summer day with JB. These days are cool, they're fun. He's also 9, so when he's 18 and too cool to hang out with me, I'll have these memories of us hanging out together in the summer. So that's probably the reason why I like doing this real estate. All right, thanks so much for enjoying the rest of this conversation. You do your peace sign. All right, peace. All right, cool. Talk to you later.